Why is dating so hard for men in this generation? We get flaked on, some men get ghosted, and some men can't even get a single date. Now listen, dating has never been easy per se, and it can be hard for men and women alike. However, in this video, I'm gonna share with you why dating is so hard now and how you can fix it. What's going on? My name is Austin Dunham, online dating expert and self-improvement master. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe. And of course, like the video for the YouTube algorithm. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Now guys, we had a lot to discuss in this video, but the first point I want to discuss as to why dating is so hard for men is because the amount of effort that is required in dating. Sometimes I think guys confuse difficulty and effort, but they kind of go hand in hand. The more effort something requires, the more difficult it becomes, and the higher the barrier to entry it also becomes. Listen guys, even for me myself, I've looks maxed, I've self-improved, I got my money up, I got my status up. I've done all these things to make myself more of an attractive man, and dating still requires effort on my part. I don't know why you guys think just women fall on my lap. I'm sitting here on the couch, just women falling on my lap. I don't have to do anything. That's not the case, guys. Dating requires effort, and that's the first thing that makes it so difficult. You have to put yourself out there. You gotta go on dates. You gotta learn game. You gotta know the right things to say. You gotta know how to physically escalate. You gotta know how to not make a woman lose interest in you. All these little principles of the game and actually learning and applying game makes it very, very difficult. And let's not forget that even before that, you gotta attract the woman into your life in the first place. Now, the beauty about effort is that the more you level up, the more you make yourself more of an attractive man, you can have processes in place to make that effort as low as possible. And this is something that I've mastered and I have done in my own personal dating life. And I've spoken about it before, but it actually involves building out what I like to call a dating funnel. Now, a dating funnel, all it means is that you make yourself more attractive, and then you have girls coming into your funnel automatically by implementing processes and systems in order for that to happen. And I actually teach men how to do this now through my Digital Romeo mentorship. So if you're interested, all my links and the application to that will be down below. Number two reason why dating is so hard for men is women have too many options. Now, women have always had options, guys. This is not something new. Even 100 years ago, 50 years ago, women had options who they could choose from, right? But the difference then versus now is that they only had options within their immediate area in their city. Nowadays, women have options everywhere they go, including online. They go to the gym, they go to the store, they go out to the club with their friends, they go to the bar, they're going to work. They have options literally everywhere, and men trying to get at them literally everywhere. Then after they get home from work, they go on Instagram, check their DMs, bam, 50 guys in their DMs. Oh, they're also on dating apps, bam. So the issue with having a lot of options, at least from a woman's perspective, is something called paradigm of choice or paradox of choice. And this means when you have too many options, you literally can't decide any. But from a woman's sense of hypergamy, the fact that she has so many options means that she'll choose the best one. And let's be real here, most guys are average men. And so with that being said, they're never the best one. They're out here competing with guys who have more money than them, more status than them, better looks than them. So all the average and below men literally get to the wayside. Now imagine a day it was reverse. Imagine men had all the options, right? Imagine women were struggling, trying to go after the best men. They got to really put themselves out there. They're now in the man's position. Just think about it. Be in a dream world for a second. Imagine you had so many options that you literally don't know who to pick, or you had so many to choose from, you would pick the best one. A lot of women would also be frustrated too. Now, that was the negative side about having a lot of options. But depending on who you are as a man, a lot of options can also be good because that means you can run more volume. So the beauty about online dating, at least from a man's perspective, if you view it this way, is the fact there are so many options to choose from, you're bound to at least find one who's gonna be interested in you. Like if you actually put in the effort from the first point and combine that with volume, you literally have no choice but to succeed in online dating. However, the issue is a lot of men don't want to put in effort. And number two, a lot of men don't want to compete or don't want to improve so that they can compete in the dating marketplace, guys. Keep in mind, life is a competition. Dating is a competition. Whoever's the highest bidder wins this, right? Everything you do is a competition. So you gotta kind of rewire your mindset, and make that a realization within your dating life. Number 3, like I said, being average is no longer enough. You know, back 30, 40 years ago, you can be an average man, right? You could have a good head on your shoulders. You may or may not have a college degree. You're making $40,000, $50,000 a year. You're doing well for yourself. You can afford and live, you know, a pretty stable, normal living, right? You don't have the best looks out there, but you're also not like super ugly either. You're an average guy. So you go out in your city, you do some cold approaching, or maybe you met a girl through your social circle or work or whatever the case may be. Bam, have kids, live happily ever after. That's no longer the case, guys. The fact that, like I said, women have so many options is the average man is no longer seen. Keep in mind the 80-20 rule. Actually, I'm gonna stop saying the 80-20 rule, guys. I'm gonna start saying the 90-10 rule. So with this rule, 10% of the men, that top 10%, are getting most of the women, right? So this includes dating apps, this includes in real life, it doesn't matter. These men are, for the most part, getting most of the attention from the women because they're seeking what's better than them, right? They don't want average. They don't want somebody who's on their level. They don't want somebody definitely who's beneath their level. They're seeing right here and above. However, in my case, most women are actually seeing a little bit above themselves and higher. So with that being said, it's no longer good to be average. Now, let's move on to how you can actually fix this and change it up so that you can actually start seeing more success in your dating life. The first thing you gotta do is understand female nature. Female nature is understanding the realities of female behavior, the psychology of female behavior, and what they actually want, and not listening to what they say they want, like actually understanding what they want and their actions that fall in line with that. And understanding female nature can also be called being red pill too, or having a red pill lens whenever you go in your dating lives. And this is very, very important to have because it'll keep you from getting effed over, it'll keep you from getting cheated on, it'll keep you from just a lot of issues that come with the dating landscape. If you're able to read through it and understand a female for actually what she is, then it will make dating a lot easier because at the same time, you won't deal with the BS that comes with the dating process. Example of me using this red pill lens in my own dating is reading a female's interest levels. If a girl's telling me, oh, I'll let you know, or we'll see, or can we do this instead, or she's flaking on me, that tells me through my red pill lens that, hey, she's just not that interested in me. And that's just a small percent of knowing about female nature. It actually goes way, way deeper than that. But the point is, if you understand it more, then your dating life will actually get a lot easier. I promise you. Second thing, you gotta attract more than you chase. And the only way you attract is by leveling up more and more and more. Getting a little bit better month by month, year by year, to where you're in a position to where you actually don't have to chase a lot of women. They don't necessarily fall in your lap. Like, you still gotta put yourself out there. You still gotta try to some marginal degree, but you don't have to chase women who aren't interested in you. You now have an influx of women who actually are interested in you and want to give you the time of day. You just have to make that interaction, and you just have to, take that lead. And like I said, the only way you get there is by leveling up everything about yourself. Your looks, your money, your status, your body, your communication, your personality, the way you think about things. Everything as a man, you have to do better. Like, there's literally no other option. And last one, guys, you just simply have to put more effort. Like I said, dating is a lot about volume. It's a big numbers game. And even if you're the most attractive guy in the room, even if you have the most money in the room, sometimes the most status in the room, to a degree, you still have to put in some sort of effort. I cannot sit here, not talk to any woman, not have a social life, not be on dating apps, not posting on social media, and expect a woman to fall on my lap. I have to try. And a part of the effort phase is that you have to learn how to set up dates. You gotta learn how to set up a dating funnel and bring women through the funnel, right? You have to learn how to timely use your dating process. It's like, don't go on a first date for 5 hours. Instead, schedule 2 dates in a day and go on the first date for 2 hours and the next one for an hour and a half. Like, you still have to learn all these principles and put in effort. And once you realize that you get what you put in dating and everything in your life, it'll make that process a lot easier to understand. If you enjoyed this video, definitely be sure to subscribe and hit the like button once again. And if you need help leveling up your own personal dating profiles, or just figuring out how can I make myself the more attractive person, then check out all my links down below. My website, limitless-attraction.com. We actually have services to help you level up so that you can take the guesswork out of your self-improvement process. Social media audits, dating app audits, and even self-improvement plans, guys. Everything is there for you. And while you're at it, go ahead and apply for the 12-week Digital Romeo mentorship, where I'll teach you how to actually build out a dating funnel and start seeing the dating success that you deserve. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Peace.